wanted. I think he had miscalculated the timing to get Blanka airborne into the lariat, right?
Yeah.
That's usually what the Zangief players would go for. And you don't see it from Junior's reaction, shaking his head. He had to force the kill with a level 2, but again, not what he wanted.
Yeah, not at all. Especially when you're holding the level 3 as Zangief.
Yeah, I think what it is like after splat, backdash, neutral jump.
Yes. It's like the neutral jump, you whiff, and then you do the lariat just to get the second hit.
Exactly.
And the lariat gets you a juggle. But anyways, King's Vega activating the level 3 just to build some bar back. And Vega activating the level 3 just to build some bar back and just put him a little bit of a life lead against Junior. Maybe a lot of a life lead.
Damn. We'll take that gamble. Oh no, we're a little bit too far. Little fella, not gonna do anything though. A lot of blockage and a lot of stunnage. Are we gonna get it this time? There it is. I lied. Forward dash, jump back. That's how you know I'm not a Zangief player. Safe jump, or so we thought. What happened there, Sherry?
Man, it was just too early on that. Was able to get the back throw punish counter, and that's very, very unfortunate for Junior. It's 2 mistakes so far in this game that almost led to him losing. Well, he wasn't gonna lose. He had to spend his bar basically to seal out the first match, and that he didn't have access to in the second round. Oh, tried to parry, burns himself out.
A little bit dry in the knees, still managing to get a throw. Activate little buddy, you know it. Got a following suit behind him. The platter.
Okay, raw level 2. What you got? It's building him enough time to get his meter back though. So it's some usage here with the level 2. Slowly draining down the timing of level 2.
Yeah, it's kind of rough to justify it, right? I felt like he used it as a means to regain. Uh-oh, hold on, wait a minute. You trying to press a button against the Zangief trade? Get run over.
We're back to being even now. He actually still has level 2 left, yeah. Let me take him into the corner. Is he ready? Oh, he got hit. Wait, he got one more guess.
Be gone, get off of me.
What are we gonna see here? This is gonna have to be a comeback for Junior, like a sweep or something.
Yeah, please don't slide. Oh, too far.
Damn, that's unfortunate. The second hit was too far. He got killed for it.
Well, Junior committed to the swing, but it being a little bit too far out because of the pushback as well.
Yeah.
Not able to sustain. Oh no, Junior's got his hands on his head, yo.
I mean, things just worked out so unfortunately for him, and that's actually been a very consistent Geef problem, that if you're able to get the punish counter off the Stampedium Punch, if they're just at the tip, the second one does whiff, but he felt like it was a little close enough, and he committed to the target combo, and there's so much recovery on it. First game, really, if it was played without being a little sloppy, Junior would have taken it, and he knows that. That's why he's feeling this way. But, you know, we continue. We move on as pro players.
That's what you're supposed to do, but right now, King's Vega taking full advantage of that. I feel like the momentum, is on his side despite being at the drive gauge deficit. Look at that, air ball in a good way.
And with this, he's able to gain his gauge back, like his meter back already. So.
Oos. Nice check. At least a check on the walk back, at least to halt King's Vega, excuse me. Didn't want to just throw it out there for no reason. Oh my! Excellent defensive jump back too.
Very good stuff on King's Vega so far for recognizing, like, changing up his defensive pattern. Because Junior did a driver earlier, and there we go. That's the connection that he was looking for previously.
Damn.
That actually goes into level 1.
Oh. Whether it did earlier or not, King's Vega still, oh, that's so cool. Still manages to maintain bar, build himself another one into that full combo. Now looking at Magic Point, you can see the
Ooh, almost got him.
Roundhouse, come here. Oh my.
Bird out in the first 6 seconds?
Good. I like that. Shades of Noah. King's Vega, I see you.
Yeah, King's Vega has actually been burnt out for, I think, every single round so far. Junior, I think this is the first SPD he was able to get on him, and the jump back airball is able to beat the wheel kick. Okay, we're applying pressure now. And there it is.
Good pressure.
You 100% saw that coming too. Junior fighting back against the cause of defeat.
Yeah, he's fighting for his tournament life right now.
You have to at this point?
Wait, I lied. No, this is winners. That's just still a tournament life. He just has a second chance whoever loses here, but...
True. Very true. Ooh, we'll take that punish. Any day of the week. Dash up. Got the knees. That was plus.
Oh, here we
I
go.
lied. Knees are not plus. My mistake. Back medium kick is plus. But either way, set up little fella.
Recovering in time from the see a throw. Blanca Chancel.
He's walking away from the danger. He's like, hey, Daddy, I'm out of here. Uh-oh.
The level 3 is able to beat the Sam medium punch. Junior's gonna have to find a way.
Oh, help me. Oh, a little bit of bar left for Kings Vega. He's pumping the brakes just a little bit right. He's trying to look for a counter poke. Riddle, I'm sorry, Junior. Dang it, man. Still trying to get.
Ooh, he had it. Oh,
You actually still get the SP.
that was scary. He almost dropped that.
It's just like he was Kobe. He was slapping. He was like, yo, come here, you. I've been trying to get you in this for days.
I mean, he was a little nervous there because I think he knew that he dropped the combo into the OD Larry to get the level 3 off, but luckily was still able to SPD the dry rush that was coming at him. So he lives to fight another round, another game.
Yeah, he sure does. He definitely does. He needed that. Of all people, he needed it the most.
Yeah.
He was stressing out, Sherry.
Blanca Chance live. Doesn't get the perfect parry. Blanca Chance
This
saves
guy's
him.
sick. This guy, Kings Vega, is actually kind of sick. And you can't even try to contest as he's jumping backwards. What a counter hit decision! My man threw out the crouching medium punch at the perfect time. And speaking of perfect timing, perfect on the board. Match point for Kings Vega.
Yeah. Very unfortunate for Junior there because he tried to whip punish the button that he saw with sweep and it was just a little too late. Kings Vega was able to get that crouch strong. That's how he got that setup. But this is gonna
Ooh,
and
damage.
because that was a punish counter.
SPD, the first one of this round.
Where are you going, bro?
Hit him back down.
Return perfect. Return perfect like that.
Back to back perfects. Let me get a triple now.
You want another one?
Yeah.
I don't know. They both got level 2s. I feel like we're gonna see a Blanca level 2 come out right now.
That can still be a perfect for Blanca.
Oh,
Never mind. You know what? Don't worry about it.
3.
Ah, what a throw.
Very
Um,
unfortunate for Junior. He spent all his meter and not going to burn him out. He still has a little sliver, but the next block that he takes is going to burn him out. Not too bad for him, honestly, because of the charge fierce that he has.
Nice, yeah.
Genius, but so is Kings Vega. You called it right from the side of Junior. Kings Vega.
Looks like game.
That should be lights out. Even if you have armor, not much you can do. And Junior in pain. He is just not having it. Obviously, it's like, it's a tough call. Kings Vega was the one that called it off correctly the entire way through.
Aw.
If Junior makes a mistake, that's on him.
Yeah, let's go. Crowd is cheering. Really cool, really sick setups that he had with Blanca there.
And he's got some nice Air Maxes too. I like that.
Oh, I see it, I see it.
I love
Clean.
that.
He got the clean fit going on.
Nice work. Honestly, man, that's just how it goes. Like Kings Vega, he didn't have like the best start or the best types of results when he entered into Ponga League. But I'll tell you what, where it matters here is in the offline CPTs.
Yeah.
And he is damn well proven it. Excellent Blanca, excellent counterplay against Junior specifically.
Yeah.
I want to see where he runs with it further on in the bracket. Genuinely.
I really, really like that DI that he did in the end because a lot of people they don't really react because it was meant to be an anti-air. Because what he had done was jumped in and then Junior was ready with the charge fierce as an anti-air, but it didn't clip him as an anti-air. So he was ready to DI when he landed. So that's really, really good situational like recognition from Kings Vega. So good stuff on him. I mean, he deserves it. That was really, really good play.
I think he's made a lot of very, very significant call-outs against Junior, what he wanted to do as well. And I think he played it damn near perfect. I mean, we've seen what he was utilizing with a lot of his meter. We saw him kind of go through that early aggression to kind of force Junior off a really unorthodox pace. And that was that's something you don't get to do too often against someone like Junior either. Like, he's most of the time trying to adapt to your pacing and your speed. But honestly, at the speed that he was playing, most people see red when they see a burnt out character.
Yeah.
They're thinking aggression, aggression, aggression. But with the type of mobility that Blanca has, on top of being able to maintain charge mid-air and go for airball, how many times did he get clipped by that, first and foremost, right? So that eagerness to kind of abuse or like eagerness to kind of punish the mechanics of burnout led to a lot of the demise in the first game.
Yeah. I mean, it's very unfortunate for Junior because he like technically had the right reads. He just kind of missed the execution up just a little bit. Yeah. Again, we talked about it earlier. We had to spend the level 2 because he dropped the combo to get the juggle in order to seal the first round. And then just like at the very last round, it was just a really good read on the backdash that Kings Vega did there against level 3. And very unfortunate for Junior because he, you know, as Zangief, you kind of bet it all. You bet it all on black or you bet it all on green. You're a heathen if you bet it all on green. Let's usually bet it on black.
No red? I bet it on black. I'm surprised you went for green instead of red. Because that green is crazy.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're a heathen if you bet it all on green. Because that's really, really making the hard read there. but it worked out.
That's fair. I was so surprised when you picked green instead of red. I'm like, damn, that's
That's a mix-up.
That's ultra vision.
There's actually a story with Li Joe there
Oh,
from
boy.
Evo a couple years ago. I'm just gonna go through it real quick because the next match is coming up. But Joe, we were all betting on black for usually on roulette, and then Joe randomly comes here and puts 100 on green, 0-0.
That's not nice.
Immediately hits 3,200. There,
Aw, that's
just
evil.
walks away.
That's actually mad evil. When you see all the homies betting on
yeah.
one color, most of the time you'd be like, yo, let me in that action.
Well, we should have believed in Joe. That's what would have happened. It's not that he bet against him. We should have
What did-
believed in Joe.
What? Let me ask you, did he bet last?
No, he just walked by and whatever was available, he did it.
Okay.
But speaking about Zangief, getting back on track, this is the match that I was excited to talk about or wanted to see at least on stage because again, this is the losers run because we did see Junior put Jack into losers earlier. We saw the same exact matchup, the Mai versus Zangief.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if he's going to be able to find the adjustments necessary. But I'll tell you what, man, Kobion, he's got insane killer instinct when it comes to how he operates as Zangief. His understanding of characters and players is that of the caliber of Irizaki.
Bro, he got third at Evo Japan.
I'm just saying, man, he almost could have taken it all the way. Oh, no. And you're in burnout? Sweet Lord Almighty, send help. You're mine.
That was so far. That was more than like the half screen away on the stage because it was past the counter. But you saw how he walked and blocked the sweep from Jack.
It's like a
Earlier when Jack was
top 8 match.
That's actually how he got his like sweeps
Almost.
in the beginning.
Oh, I see.
Representing the sweep. So really good, nice walk.
Good try.
Neutral jump from Jack, being able to make that call against Kobion. And you are rewarded heavily. You get corner pressure, or so you did, at least getting the option select. But enhanced Mai will 100% take that.
We getting the stock backs. Nice up back from Kobion to get away from the pressure there.
Very important.
We still have 3 stocks on Jack's end.
You got a frame trap. We saw a counter hit. More than enough damage, perhaps. Yes, it is!
Oh, just enough. Nice.
The final enhancements. Jack clutching it out with a very, very high damage combo. Nice work. Uh-oh. Bang. That's 1. Makes me pretty nervous. No more fans available on the table, by the way.
Ooh, nice. Air dive.
Very end.
Very smart recognition on Jackson, but he did lose the first round that way, so it's a little scary if Kobion recognizes that's how he wants to jump in on him.
Spinebuster,
Level
headbutt.
3 is so scary.
I mean, anything is scary now against Kobion.
Ah,
Striker throw, what can you do? Drive rush for the knee. Mad plus. What genuinely, what can you do? You have to guess.
Is he going Jerry?
this,
That was black or green, Sherry.
that is black or green, yes.
That was black.
I mean, it was because the level 3 was there.
I think it's
Ready for the
I think his
commitment.
Jerry's better.
I mean, are we really going to see the jury work, like, come out here? Because we've only seen the Mai come out against Zangief. But honestly, I don't think Jack likes the jury Geef
I
matchup,
was
which
just
is why
about to ask, right? I was going to be picking at a little bit of the personal relationships now. What is it about Jack when it comes to the matchup? Like, why is he so reluctant to play jury?
I mean, I think in the general matchup, they
The Heihachi main?
play that has
What's up, BBs?
like,
That was a while back, but
she likes throwing
surprised you knew.
which are low, right?
Not many people know.
She usually hops over it, able to get a conversion if there's a counter hit.
Fair.
It's a while back.
I can see that. In certain ranges, it's not going to be as effective towards the game plan you would want to lock
Yeah.
somebody down.
Mhm.
I could understand that. But that's one of the many aspects that could maybe foil Jack's plan as jury, but he is going to commit to it, right? Jury is going to be the choice for tournament life.
The second hit confirmation, nice stuff from Kobion there.
Forward heavy punch is going to be covering a lot of space. So is that
Oh.
roundhouse, but damn.
What a jump.
Sniffing out the ambitions of Kobion using that OD.
He looks so much more comfortable on Jerry. Jack.
Earlier when Jack had to play against Junior, he also knew to drop that. So, okay, we're seeing the pressure work out because this is where Jury shines. But the crouch short.
I think he could've-
counter hit.
Oh no, that is working out now.
Yep.
Could've done that earlier.
This is it. Up the
It
meter. Not
was so risky when he got level 1.
Had plenty of drive gauge left in the store to get an OD. Get a little bit of the kicks in, get a little bit more of the drive rush cancels in. Just a kid looking a lot healthier in this game in comparison to all the other Zangief matches he's played.
Yeah, nice backdash, no whip punish on the oh, we get the whip punish on the stand medium kick. That button was notoriously known for being difficult to whip punish.
Not in this season,
Nope, not at all.
and we take that all across the board. Oh, he tried it. That would have been much more dangerous. Again!
Called it out again.
We didn't want to go into level 3.
No chef.
No shit. Oh, that was it. No confirm.
Oh, there's a whip.
Oh, there, GG.
Okay. Locking up Kobe onto the freezer. Not going to be able to get any action, at least in game 2. Just a kid with the rebuttal. We love to see it with his main.
We do love seeing it, and then you see the introduction of the low forward come in, and what we saw with Mai too. But in the neutral, it's very difficult for Zangief to fight against low forward. But we see it start off with the crouch strong here coming from Jack. Nice backdash. But I wonder if Kobayon's going to recognize that Jack is holding up.
He has indeed. He actually threw out 2 crouching medium punches after that drive rush. In other words, 2 in a row and then 1 standing chop, right? So
That's what he should have done on mine. More fans.
he's not easy to predict.
He's tossing so much more projectiles on Jury.
Against some of the big reads of Kobayon's SPD, and guess what? You're going to be eating the rest of this combo. You might have to go into level 1 just in case, and he does so successfully. Just a kid with the huge rebuttal looking at match point against Kobayan.
What a change in pace.
Oh no! Damn, that linked mad late! Did you see the headbutt? He charged that bad
Ooh.
boy all the way from the east to the west.
Very interesting neutral jump too. Okay, not the perfect parry, but we get the back throw. Kobayan in the yellow.
Oos! Give me that roundhouse. Counter hit. Kobayan, you're in trouble right now. You're getting locked.
This is such a bad, difficult situation to be in, but he does have the level 2 just in case he needs to challenge the DI.
Possibly. Bad, not good. Kobayan looking at
Yeah, he getting caught after that projectile, yep.
Just yet, can you? Maybe upon wake up. Just a kid also sniffed out the same.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You gotta do it now, or else forever hold your peace. Level 3 coming in full sprint. Not gonna kill, is it? It is, absolutely.
I'm gonna be real though.
Be as real as you want.
This actually works out really well in Jack's favor because now he doesn't have to be scared to pressure at all. There is no threat of a level 3 being mashed out against you. You can keep your streaks going. But Kobayan might not give him a chance to put him in the corner now. Let's see.
That standing light kick could have set the precedence for the entire fate of Just a Kid. But we'll see what happens. That's one. Wait a minute. Bar or not, Kobayan still trying to run the train. Bang! Spine buster. Watch out for the headbutt.
Oh, it's huge.
Do it. Don't get thrown.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my.
He didn't give Jack a chance to come back, and just like that, Kobayan.
Kobayan figured him out after. Damn.
Doesn't matter what character Jack
Controlled that.
Mai or Jury, he takes the win and advances through losers into Sunday top 48. Midwest might have a gi problem, bro.
I think the U.S. has a geese problem. If I'm being honest.
Do they? Does Punk have a gi problem?
Maybe. We'd have to check the archives of Combo Breaker.
All I know,
I mean, Itazan was in Grand Finals, right?
yeah, in the Midwest.
But that still counts as U.S., fam.
Yes. But I mean, like, when we're talking about, like, Chris CCH and, like, the other players that exist in the NA, I just don't know if they have a bad record against Zangief as much as Duel Kevin and now Jack has.
To be fair, Duel Kevin was the one that kind of, like, rose up to the... No, actually, wait. I'm chilling. I'm crazy, right? I'm actually kind of crazy. I remember Duel Kevin beating Mena RD in that matchup at Combo Breaker for the first time in a long time. That's all I recall.
Yeah.
So that's a different kind of
remember.
beast.
Yeah, but so in Cream City, Mena had won with his Zangief,
That's
or was it Itabashi? I don't remember. Beat Kobayan at the LCQ for EWC.
You're right.
But I think overall, Zangief still has the upper hand on Duel Kevin right now.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
And then
You're
now
onto
we
something.
just see Jack. He lost to Junior, lost to Kobayan. It's a gi problem. There's a gi problem.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is U.S. has got to step it up against Zangief's.
They do. Zangief, more U.S. Zangiefs. I mean, Ramsey has been putting in work.
Ramsey is the GOAT. I don't care what anybody says. That guy is actually mad creative when it comes to offensive pressure. He's like one of my favorites to watch. Alongside Mena RD when the Zangief does come out, but I think he's going to be on the back burner for a little bit because of his current progression with Blanca in majority of his tournament runs. But again, it might be a little bit of a problem later on. I think we have to get ahead of it as a unit. I mean, even Japan, they also struggle with Zangief. If I'm being real here,
Bro, they just said he was the #1 character.
that's what I'm saying. Japan definitely struggles against Zangief as well. So
It's a struggle.
it's hard. Life's hard when Zangief's around.
Tournament life is hard, especially in
That's
a
fair.
2 out of 3.
If you're a spectator, though, you love that. I
For
love
spectators,
that.
I feel their pain. I've been there, so I feel their pain when I'm getting SPD'd after a headbutt.
I have never been there in this game. I'll tell you what. And that's fine with me.
But look at who we have next. Speaking of Japan and their gi problem, let's go back to the Japan part. We have Ryusei.
Not our Yusei, but Ryusei.
That's actually pretty sick. If he has a slash in his name and it's R Yusei,
That'd be kind of cool.
shout out to R Yusei, bro.
Yeah, it is definitely 100% Ryusei. Sorry, production. We are so sorry. That's definitely Aqua under that mask. No fooling. Oh, come on, guys. We were just kidding.
But what a
Jeez.
cool team name too, Scars with a Z.
I'm a member of Scars. You know what I'm saying? Who knows
At
that?
least scars all around.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of unit for the Resident Evil franchise. I'll tell you what. It's like the bootleg stars. You know what I'm saying? Blanca coming out from the side of Aqua as expected. Ryusei checking the final notes against training partner Aqua. It's gonna be JP.
He's just like, okay, I just gotta perfect parry the balls. Don't throw a bad ghost.
Don't throw ghosts in general.
You can throw some ghost.
I say faint ghost. Faint ghost to get a win.
Yeah, you guys should mix it up. What's really cool is that like, just in case Blanca does want to go in on him and he wants to do like the hot mix-ups or even like the Blanca balls and he has a portal out, he can just teleport out of the corner to get out of that pressure.
I see.
He just trade positions.
That makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Random question, chat, and also anybody from the Capcom side that is watching. Hey, what is stick sensitivity?
Stick sensitivity?
I have no idea what that does.
That's an option?
Yeah. During the button select stuff. I've seen that right out the gate. I have never messed with it. I just have no idea what it does. I need an official confirmation as to what that does because I don't know how to read.
I actually legitimately have never seen that setting in my life.
I'm telling you, it's been a topic of actually a subject of conversation not too long ago on social media, and I don't think I found the answer off of it. But either way, we'll find the answer to this momentarily. Blanca versus JP. It's Aqua versus Ryusei.
Okay, there's a fake ghost that you were talking about. And Aqua did try to check that drive rush, but Ryusei with the cane coming through actually takes
man.
priority.
It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to manage, right? Especially with the hitbox that it has. Also at that speed. Oos.
With the fierce. Okay, set up the portal.
Hello, on.
No, more spikes.
Welcome back.
Ooh, Raising Cane, one of the best anti-airs in the game.
Raising Canes.
Called it Raising Canes?
Yeah, because he
I'm
has his
stealing
cane and
that.
he raises it up in the air.
I'm stealing that.
That's crouching heavy punch, yo. Oh, help me. A little bit of a dance-off. Ryusei showing off that crouching medium. Oh, can't do it again. Can't be dashing up in his face.
That cane is putting in some work right now.
Oh, again!
Damn, Blanca's having a hard time getting in.
Ryusei with the control. Not much else to commentate on that one. That was pure dominance. Why did I sound like a sports announcer on that one? Jesus, dude.
I mean, this is a sport. That was very pure dominance there. Aqua did
Random on
not.
my part. That was mad random.
Aqua's not finding an opening here. Like I don't know how this matchup particularly goes, but there was a point where he was playing in the range he wanted to play.
This is the
Ryusei was so
matchup,
strong.
This is the matchup. This is
Here.
how it goes.
The mini game.
Oh,
It's like,
Hold
here.
Hold up.
okay, that was kind of sneaky. That was banking on the timing of Ryusei's button presses, right?
Are we seeing the level 2 get activated? Not yet. Blanca Chan. Keep the going.
Oh, whenever you
Huh?
have more.
Blanca just stared at him.
I think he was baiting Amnesia. Uh-oh. You trying to splash into what? This is the no splash zone, homie. You see this suit? That's waterproof.
Yeah, no, the departure done cooked him.
Oh, no!
Saving.
I like how he put that
Ryusei on level 2 coming
needle
from
there
Ryusei.
to protect him from going in case there was a trade.
He wanted to make sure the temperature was right. He got 10 more seconds into the microwave with level 2. That's rough.
Over
That's a cold
Good game, too.
outro. I like it. JP.
next.
God bless you, Sherry. Oh, help me. This game is just so much to deal with if you're Aqua. Genuinely, right? Just look at the space he occupies.
Yeah, that stand medium punch is cooking Blanca, and I'm not exactly sure how he's supposed to approach it. Okay, we finally see the OD Blanca ball get introduced in this matchup. But we're back into the neutral.
Right. Right in Ryusei's favor. And dude, that was a full screen ghost, right? Aqua reacted to that. Now he's well aware. He wants to kind of abuse this ghost. He's like, you know what? You spent mad money on this OD ball.
Yeah.
Who's spending that money? He knows all about financial responsibility, right?
He is an accountant, yes. For those who didn't know, JP is rocking that because he's making some money.
Yo, this suit, courtesy of Ken Masters' bank account. I'll tell you what. Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, what's this Linen gonna do with the ways of the streets? Says Aqua, but wait a minute. He's the one on the back end after that level 2 as well. Ryusei back in control once more. Damn, Raising Case is open with the drive-through.
Open till 1 a.m. by the way.
Oh, right on.
Okay, level 6
Games.
burnout sequence. Aqua's blocked against it as well as he could. There's no departure there, but we're gonna get the stun because he was burnt out. One more sequence after this though.
What a combo.
Kinda wild. Not quite dead yet.
GG.
It's gonna be fine either way. Ryusei
That's why he didn't finish that. Oh yeah, he's
having a little bit of
burnt out.
Again, you can't punish if you're in burnout against the drive reversal, but still taking your turn. A couple of lights, nice and easy match point.
And Aqua is having a really, really hard time right now. Oh, hold up.
Signs of life, and he had to do it with a DI. He definitely had to do it yourself, DIY style. Look at the maximum efficiency coming in from that lightning beast. Little fella, come help.
Ooh, double side switch. Just jumped it. DI will save him. Half asleep right now. Good night, on. I'll see you in like a couple hours.
Live. We're gonna see the level 2 come out from Ryusei, and this should be the burnout sequence. No, you can't.
Oh, that was a call out and a half. Little fella just enjoying and watching the whole thing happen. Watching Daddy suffer.
Little Blanca.
Save him.
Help.
He's gone. He's gone off the screen.
He's out of there.
Okay, we'll take those trades, those hop trades with the lights.
Yeah, out of the corner as well. Pretty important. You thought you could departure? Nah, son. He was on the other flank. The other flank. He's already back home. He's on the home stretch. Possibly could get a game on the side of Aqua.
That's sharp.
Important start to your day. More important than breakfast. Countering the driver to Kark medium punch. I like this. I love this start now. Come on, little fella. How about Daddy?
Let me see. What you got? Nope, no activation, but we do see the OD Amnesia come out again. We're going to see it. No, the departure is going to clip him for trying to up back.
No, sir.
Blanca Chan's just thinking. He's
gone, right?
Gone now.
Yeah. He wasn't on the same flight as Daddy.
Nice pairing on Aqua, waiting to see it hit very last minute, so he's not spending any drive bar, pairing absolutely nothing.
I love that. Or so I thought. Up until this point, now
Ooh.
want to take action. And you know what? Aqua was banking on it, getting another counter.
One more.
Drive rush.
GG.
The Amnesia he was hunting all along.
The delayed jump medium kick does.
He's doing Amnesia quite a bit. Or is he doing it fairly? I guess he's doing it fairly.
Distance on when he wanted to crouch strong to fight against the drive rush that Ryusei has been introducing.
That's right. That whole sequence, that end of it, honestly, was scratch and sniff. He was scratching with the crouching medium punch, sniffed out the Amnesia, got the big W. But let's see, man. Ryusei, he does have a couple of answers, spending a little bit more bar to be aggressive to chip away at Aqua, right? He set up the double departure. He's setting up a bunch of tree gloves, now a bunch of fake ghosts. It's up to Aqua to manage what's real and what's not. Mythbuster side.
Bro, Aqua has been cooking with like waiting to parry these. Okay, I say that, but he missed that one spike. But all these ghosts, he has been doing a really, really good job on not spending any drive bar on the fake ones. That's not going to reach him.
That is facts. That is a pretty important fact to state out because, again, he's remaining nice and healthy with the drive.
JP's not as aggressive anymore. That's good. Block can get some chances now. Oh, good job.
Didn't pay the bill on time. I'll tell you what, though. He's managed to salvage the situation regardless. Backing up, though. Ryusei setting up more departures, toning it down. Blanca ball. He's ready to play it. Dunk.
Nice.
Another scratch towards the nice suit of Ryusei. A big turnaround. It's time for Aqua to play.
What an adaptation from Aqua in the gameplay. The jump fierce was able to get the perfect parry as an anti-air from Ryusei, but we saw the introduction of so many drive rush meaties that happened because Aqua was able to bait out the very last OD Amnesia. There's a jump.
Did try. I saw that. Amnesia.
The OD Amnesia, the overhead.
I like that. Very excellent response. Ryusei's been using that sparingly. Luckily enough, didn't add on actually any extra damage towards Aqua. He parried a lot of it, got himself a lot of drive gauge. He's looking extremely.
He's jumping a lot. Aqua.
And they're both sitting on the level 2 as well. But Ryusei more so in the orange right now, slowly gaining the green bar back, so he doesn't want to activate level 2 yet. They want to activate level 2 when they're close to burning them out. This might be it. Oh no, that's why he up back to get away from the pressure.
Ooh, I love that. The slam down, beating him to the punch, quite literally mid-air. Aqua in control yet again. Level 3 is intact. He could go for a giant punish, a giant whip punish that is, and could drain out Ryusei.
There you go.
Ryusei knows it as well. Hence why he's trying to get the first strike. That is everything to set up. Departure? No, fake ghost.
So we're trying to bring Aqua down into the orange, and this is where he's gonna
Ooh, that might have costed him.
level 3. I don't think
He wanted to go in on the OD.
but he's gonna have a sliver of life left.
Oh, but he's such a bad
He could just get it poked out.
so much chip damage.
He needs to get in. He needs to get in. Yes, yes.
Blockable hit from downtown. Wait a minute, Triglav.
Ooh, what a call out. Damn.
Into the ring. Ryusei now. Ding, ding, ding. That is it. Damn, son.
That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good match.
With the call
That was.
to survive. Are you kidding me? That is
Yeah.
JP right there. Aqua. Are you kidding
JP could have held it. He could have held it.
Thumbs up. I like that. He's like, yeah, I did that. No, I'm serious.
If it was just a little bit more patient, he had time on the clock too.
Critical art there, and again,
Oh, well.
so smart from Aqua there because he was burnt out. There was literally no situation that could have played out any differently because he like.
Yeah, there's only one situation for him to win.
So what he had to do was do the empty jump critical art. That was the only thing that was the winning decision to do, and he was able to perform and execute. So definitely well deserved to Aqua. He moves on in losers into top 48 tomorrow.
I need to time
Are you
out.
steaming? You good?
I'm steaming.
It's
a
a
little
steam.
bit.
There's heat coming out.
Dude, I am burnt out. Is what that is. I ain't got no meter to me. That was a call out of the century. Honestly, that was mad clutch. To think about that at the very end, to bank on Ryusei trying to do a tree glove upon landing, that is so damn sharp from the side of. Hello. So damn sharp from the side of
I hear you
Aqua.
saying hello. That's Squall right there.
Is that my man, Professor Squall? Hold on, let me see the bicep flex real quick. Let me see the bicep check. Hold up. Damn. Okay. No. He's too humble about that.
He said something light. He said something
He
light.
said something light. We got G1 on the other side. Great to see him, of course. I loved watching his progression throughout Street Fighter 4 up until 5, up until now. I still think he has such a mind for Shotos. I actually haven't been able to track him recently. I don't even know who's in his
Jiwa? I mean, the only thing I can really assume, because I know him, as you mentioned, as a Shoto player, like Akuma, but maybe the Ryu.
He does tend to gravitate towards the best Shoto
Yes.
majority of the time. And I think we can solidify Ryu as the best Shoto. Like I'm not bugging, right?
Yeah, I think at this point it would be Ryu overall universally is like the best Shoto. But all the Shotos do well in this game. But what's
That is
funny
correct.
is that Squall now plays Mai. So
Oh,
yeah, so with Squall playing Mai, I think Mai does a really good job against Shoto. And when he was playing Mai at Combo Breaker, and we were all watching his matches, because again, he did well, maybe not as well as he'd like, but Dual Kevin and Jack was saying, hey, you need to activate level 1 more because you need to get those stocks, you need to get the enhancement. A lot of times, Squall back then was holding on and having like level 3.
that is a little bit problematic. I don't think Mai is the type of character to utilize a full level 3 majority of her gameplay. Like during majority of her gameplay.
Yeah, like when you watch Momochi play, when you watch the Char play, they will reversal wake up Super 1 all the time just to get the stocks. I mean, it's a little different now. Now you get the stocks at the end of the animation of Super 1. But, you know, if you don't die, you're able to get level 1, then yeah, you're going to get those stocks. And when you're playing against a Shoto with the Fireball, and you have the threat of that level 2, that missile that comes at you for throwing a fireball, makes it a really difficult matchup for Shoto characters. And Squall actually took that advice to heart. Like he started doing a lot better because he started using so many more level 1s. So I'm really excited to see how he's going to perform against Jiwa. Obviously Jiwa, I mean, what if Jiwa's on the Mai too? So we're going to see a mirror match. Totally threw us off, not playing the Shoto.
I see. No, Mai is the best Shoto.
Mai is the best Shoto.
I'm totally kidding. You were about to like.
Tatsu.
That's fair. I'll give you the Mai look. Honestly, that we saw the little trying to decipher what we're talking about. But either way, all jokes aside, it's time for business. Squall already getting the big B opener. And you know what, Jiwa? I like the response, but I even love it more from Squall. Getting that perfect parry, a little bit of a frame kill. He's such
The relentless pressure. No, like you cannot press buttons when the fan is out. But Jiwa able to fight his way out of the corner, catches Squall teching on him early in the game. Get off me. There's a lot of ODDPs we're seeing right now.
Yeah, a lot of aggression too from both ends. Wait a minute, that could have been a big whiff punish for the side of Jiwa. But now Squall backing away. The medium punch should be enough if he decides to spend a level 1.
Level 2.
That's fine. He just built it. I disregard my last statement. I think she would be a little bit too far to possibly get level 1 off of that.
Yeah, it was a little far. I've seen it drop before, so I mean, you do what you got to do to seal the deal, because that was one hit. A nice check on the drive rush from Squall, hitting him with the low forward into his own drive rush.
Ooh, a little bit too far out for the heavy punch.
Yeah, really important change that they did for Mai there is that there is no proximity blocking anymore when the fans are out.
Seeing Mai in blue, a tan like that kind of reminds me of Mualani from Genshin.
Get that sequence started.
A little bit.
Observation. Now Squall, hopefully he gets to pick it up. But Jiwa now in the corner, no longer having any estate to walk back, but it's fine. The airborne approach is still just as valid.
Okay, charge fireball. Squall, I'm gonna need to see that level 1. I wanna see some enhanced moves right now.
I think he's using his meter for that at the moment, right? Although he has a life lead, Jiwa can still make it back with an overhead, spending the rest of that bar. Level 2 incoming. Look at the damage and the carry.
Well, luckily that wasn't enhanced, because that would have taken him like way to the corner, way more damage. Jiwa actually spent all his stocks prior to that, but this is bad situation for Jiwa because he literally got no bar unless he's able to fight through the burnout.
Ooh, that could have been a level 1. Help me! There were so many conversions. Forward throw, and it's just enough, dear God. Barely enough for Squall to take it over G1 game 1.
They are scrambling. I mean, when you're playing the same character, you're just like, there's no way she's gonna. What?
I love, dude, this costume is phenomenal.
That
The
is,
design of this costume is insane.
I like the hairpiece. That's my favorite piece in this costume.
You can't say that to the bald person. But I'll tell you what, her clothes, the outfit on the cloak, I guess, and the jacket, what do you call that?
This piece?
Outer piece.
It's a coat. It's a coat. And she turned around because she heard you. She's like, oh, this little piece you're talking about here?
The design on it plus red, brother. This costume is sick. I would wear that, honestly. I would actually rock that. All black, everything in the red.
I need you to rock the hairpiece too. I think I can just glue that to your
All right, that's a
side
little
of you.
disrespectful. Squall versus G1 game 2. If you could find it, I'll wear it. How about that?
I'll find that for
If
you.
you could find it, I'll wear it.
I'll hot glue it to the side of your head.
Why do you sound so excited about that?
I like decorating.
I'm about to do some item, yo. Here we go, Jiwa. Trying to check down below as well. Let's see what happens, though. Within the neutral, Jiwa has been kind of antsy and pretty aggressive with that drive rush as well. But again, just not playing it cool as Jiwa.
Yeah, getting stuff. And unfortunately for Jiwa, he hasn't gotten one perfect parry yet. Oh, and the crouch jab is going to take it with the meaty. Another tick throw. One more guess. OD fan, really good pressure from Squall right now. Okay.
Damn, double OD fan.
Oh wait. Retreating sweeps.
Oh,
Jab.
This is significant. Yeah, the fan animation is actually kind of funny. Ooh,
Stare down.
no way.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not enough because it's number 1 and Jiwa not backing up.
I think he had it.
Because the burnout was immediately a death sentence. Squall recognized it and executed.
Yeah, really good level 1 on Squall. That was the only option he could really do unless Jiwa decided to back up, and unfortunately he didn't. And this is match point for Squall. Here's the level 1 that we're talking about. Get those stocks up. And he gets hit by the jump in. This is not looking good for Jiwa right now.
Double Ryu Enbu, not going to be able to chase at least the option select. We're looking at level 2 to kind of seal it, but look at the amount of pressure she gets to exude. Jiwa trying to shift that pressure, trying to shift that momentum towards his favorite, but the fans are just too much of a problem.
Don't throw a fan, Jiwa. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Are you going to test Squall's reactions?
Well, it's not enhanced level 2, though.
Oh, no, it's gone. There we go. Okay. Not Johnson. Just a walk. Forward dash throw. One more mix up. Are we going to see an overhead? No. Jump short does not punish the throw.
Back throw a chance for Jiwa. He can't get up close.
Huh?
Hail Mary if I ever seen it, but Squall being able to play it nice and cool, very convincingly. 2-0, 2
Okay.
rounds straight.
All right.
For Professor.
Let's go, Professor Squall.
I'm glad. Okay, please don't. Woo!
He's fit. He can make it.
Yeah,
He
you're
can
right.
make the jump off
You're
the stage.
right. He is fit. My knees shattered just watching him do that. But either way, I love seeing Jiwa around as well. He has been an international warrior for such a long time. He's been gracing us
Literally
here in
the
the
world
States.
warrior.
He's been doing so much work, so mad props, mad respect to Jiwa. If you never heard of him, look up some of his clips from prior iterations of Street Fighter. Hell, look at him right now. He's still doing really, really strong, especially with how far he was in the bracket.
Yeah, I mean, this, unfortunately, that was a loser, so he does fall, but he was right outside of top 48 at one of the most stacked tournaments so far of the CPT offline premiere. So, you know, you can't really fault somebody for, and you can't make fun of someone for losing at this
No,
point.
I never would. I don't think anybody should, honestly, because they've proved themselves to be here at an offline tournament to play. That
Yeah.
alone is mad respect.
Yeah, and shout outs to Squall, man. He stepped it up so much. Like, he's always been a very, very solid player from all the Street Fighters that I've played him in.
Yeah.
And, like, it seems like he just found his character and was able to find his groove with Mai. And that was such a solid performance
Same.
in the mirror match.
I think one of the things that he took to heart, as you had mentioned, executing that level 1 during the combo to get that pressure with the the enhanced my fans and enhanced my in general,
Yeah.
was really, really well played. Honestly, I was waiting to see when that strategy would blossom, and I'm glad he was able to do so within this set because I think that skyrocketed him towards the end of that W. I mean, you saw it. Two rounds.
Skyrocketed him to top 48 tomorrow. That's what it
Right?
did.
You're right. When you're right, you're right. Honestly, he looks good. He looks great. He's
You know what?
playing
I'm gonna get some
great.
popcorn.
I'm loving
What?
the confidence he's gonna get going into
Hold
the
it.
next couple of games tomorrow, especially.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I think that does wrap up the Street Fighter 6 action for today of round 2.
No.
But as we talk about G1 and being a world warrior, and everywhere that he's gone, he's literally like the known world warrior. And it's really cool that like Capcom put this world warrior online challenge for everyone to enter into the CPT or to give people a chance to get into the Capcom Cup. If you're playing online at home, the World Warrior season does start next week, so registration is open for all events. So just make sure you head on to capcom.us/WW25 for the schedule and more information. And this is the prize pool that we're working with for the regional finals pricing. So if there are top 8 in points, you're going to make it into the regional finals, top 8. Everyone is going to get a bonus pot. You're getting 2,000 all the way down to 300. So make sure, again, you go to the website just to see how you can compete and earn the coveted Capcom 12 invitation.
Capcom Cup 12 is going to be so lit because it's going to be back in Japan, baby. I think in the exact same venue. Don't ask me how to pronounce that. It's going to be really difficult for me. But what I can pronounce is our next sponsor, 10-0. Is going to be coming in with
I hope you
officially.
can pronounce that.
I would, yeah, or else I think Seg would be really upset. I think Tasty Steve would be really upset with me. Officially licensed Street Fighter merch is definitely coming through with the hot products. We got the CEO Tag Team Showtime t-shirt, brand new and exclusive to this event alone. It is sold out in person. I don't know if it's online though. It is online, but I don't know if it's sold out just yet. Hopefully they restock the next day. Only way to check it out, merch.10-o.gg, excuse me. There are pre-orders for the restock, so get up on that. But just in case, maybe you like some classical ones. You got the Shotos down below, right? You got Cherry, Blossom, Ryu, and even
Cherry
more of a
Blossom.
classic. You actually got Cammy and Chun-Li in the Cherry Blossom Turbo. Honestly, I felt the material on that shirt. It looks great. It's printed on very well. I'm really eager to pick that up later on. I saw Logan rocking the Akuma Heaven crew neck.
I have the same one.
It looks real good on both of y'all, I'll tell you what.
Oh, wow, thank you. But also, something that's really special to CEO, the event itself, is the Tag Team Showtime. Shoutouts, I believe it was Mattis Mao who made the graphic on this
Shoutouts to
t-shirt.
Mattis Mao.
Yeah, so if you want some of like your CEO exclusive merch, you're just gonna have to find that online. Again, this is sold out, but you can pre-order for the restock.
That's right. You guys have been listening to all the action of the CPT. You can listen in even closer with the Turtle Beach headsets now. Unlock 10% off your first order at turtlebeach.com with any of the mentioned headsets. You can see it, Stealth 500 all the way into the Stealth Pro. Obviously, we talked about the 700 a bunch, but you can't sleep on the 600 as well. In fact, all of these are wireless headsets to help improve and raise your rank. As you can see, Turtle Beach being a longtime supporter of the FGC, and now even more so with the Capcom Pro Tour. I cannot emphasize how much of a fan I am of Turtle Beaches because it's been my very first headset, and I'll say this each and every time. They were the first headset I've ever purchased towards my competitive gaming career.
And look at where you are now.
Crazy.
You're
And now I'm not competing.
Wait, no, not that. No, first of all, you are competing. You compete at EVO Japan. You play multiple games. We were just at the charity event this weekend. You still got that Street Fighter 6 dog in you. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you.
So, again, the Turtle Beach is your answer to get that competitive feel. As you can hear what Vicious just said, it's brought him all the way here. I mean, your voice
Full
in the
circle.
game of Street
It's
Fighter 6.
full circle, and it would have happened.
He can hear himself on these headsets when he's playing Street Fighter 6. You know how sick that is?
I turned Tasty Steve and James Chen on. I'll be honest with you. I only turn my own commentary on when people ask me to do it on stream. That's it. But Tasty Steve all the time.
I would
These
do
two
that
got
too.
more beef than a Texas barbecue. I love that line. I love that line. It's funny.
That's a great line, and I can hear Tasty Steve's voice in the Turtle Beach headset.
You can have
when
Tasty
you say
Steve in
that.
your own room with these headsets on. Actually, if you let the commentary run, you could probably cook up a meal, have the computer play, and be like, "Yo,
That's
Tasty
true.
Steve is commentating on my
Wireless.
setup because it's wireless, son." Great.
But anyways, that is the Street Fighter 6 action for today. We are going to, I think, take a break because I think we are going to do a recap after this.
Yeah, sounds about right. Either way, the
Oh.
recap's gonna be happening. Who now?
No, so we're not going to take a break because we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, right on.
Before
Cool.
we leave, we're going to talk about all the action that happened today. Well, yesterday as well, from day one, round one. Round one also continued today, technically in the morning, into day two, round two. So now we have gone from 837 players down to the top 48.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking kind of interesting to say the least. Honestly, we've seen a lot of representation coming in from the Latin American countries as well. You know, we talked about Kramer doing a bunch right now
Look it.
over Daigo, Umehara, and also other players. We've seen Blas also dominating in each and every one of his performances. It's been absolutely wild.
Yeah, and like Dual Kevin, I mean, I'm going to talk about the U.S. players, right? Unfortunately, we did just see Jack fall right outside of top 48. Dual Kevin still in there. Nephew has unfortunately fallen too. Like Chris T is here. He lost some emotion. There's so many matches that happen, and even the current Evo Japan champ, Mena RD, is in losers.
That is wild to assess. It's
That's how hard
absolutely
these
wild
pools
to
are.
assess. You can also talk about who else is in losers as well. We have Chris Wong, who had a little bit of a speed bump against one of the JPs. I guess it was Juicy Joe.
It was
definitely Juicy Joe because I was watching that
But
alongside.
that defense was
Dan and
insane.
Choo-Choo. Dude, it was rough. It was so rough. And I talked to Chris about it. He's like, man, JP's hard.
Yeah.
He said it to me. He's like, hey, good to see you. JP's hard. That's the first thing he said. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I get it. Totally understandable. Big Bird also in losers. I didn't get to watch him, but he has to face off against Koji KOG. That's going to be an interesting one because I don't know how much Lily experience he's going to have.
I'm sure. I mean, what's really cool is that this is continuing tomorrow because tonight is going to be the day that tonight is going to be the night that they grind out these matchups that they're unfamiliar with. And Big Bird was having a conversation with Dual Kevin not just now, but a couple hours ago because he knew he had to play against Koji Cog, and Dual Kevin actually did beat Koji Cog previously.
That's fair. Talking about who's going to be on the winner's side, I know like a little bit of a snippet of it. Chris G is going to be facing off against Blas. That's crazy. Lashar versus Knuckle-Doo as well. That's going to be so exciting. Zhen is actually having the run of his life, honestly. He's been mad chilling. I got to see him a couple of times outside. He's like, oh, hey. Like, you know his somber self. He's like, hey, Jeremy, how are you?
Oh, yeah,
very,
that's how he talks.
yeah.
It's
very
crazy.
soft.
It's funny because it's one of those things where it's just like, you know how you have like two different personalities, the online personality where they're really loud and you meet them in the person they're really quiet. That's his gameplay because he's really, really quiet and soft tone. When you're watching him play, he is going ham on you. Like he is moving all over the place, very, very fast-paced player.
I think Nephew is kind of like that in terms of like his offense being really, really dangerous and kind of meticulously violent in comparison to how he is as a person. He's like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
He's just, oh, hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's funny because Nephew actually talks a lot of crap. But he says it in his
Sarcastically,
soft-spoken voice.
he kind of does that. But either way you spin it, we still got so much more to look forward to in the final days coming up in CEO 15. You guys really, really don't want to miss it. I guarantee you, it has been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and one of my favorite players of all time, at least starting in Street Fighter V Punk, he's still in winners in top 48, and he has to play against my C Viper God Latif. So again, this is 48 players. There are still 48 players left. This is nowhere close to being done. We are going into day 3 tomorrow. So if you want to check out the brackets, make sure you go to Start GG, check out CEO 2025. But I think that wraps it up for both of us today.
You already know. Killing it. Much appreciated, y'all, coming in from the top of the show until the very end. We always
Damn.
appreciate love and support.
That's
from you
it.
guys, just as much as you guys support us. So keep on rocking with us. We'll see you
Let's all watch top 8 tomorrow.
bright and early. Until next time, be cool, be easy. We'll see you next on the Capcom Pro Tour.
Oh, damn. I thought it was longer. Well, I am not ready, but I will be back